everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate our Love Your Block VISTAs and our Love Your Block program for year 2. My name is Brianna Schell. I'm the Planning Director for the City of Huntington, and we are so thankful to have Charlotte and Sarah, our AmeriCorps VISTAs for year 2, joining us today on the call, as well as Melinda Midkiff, who is also an employee of City of Huntington and is also the Program Director for our Love Your Block program. So with that in mind, today I'd love to share with you some of the successes that have happened in year 2. On top of everything else that's going on in the world, still these AmeriCorps VISTAs were able to get things done in the West End of Huntington. So first off, I'd just like to share a little bit about some of the community projects that were done this year. We were able to work on some community projects, including helping the health department with their COVID-19 response. And we did during the stay-at-home orders, there was the Love Your Book video series where we completed 6 videos for Love Your Book. And those are shared on our YouTube page, so they're still available for anybody to come check out. We were also successful in doing a really amazing socially distanced litter pickup event that occurred at the area around Kiwanis Daycare on the west end of Huntington. We had a really amazing group of volunteers who came out for that event and picked up a lot of trash in that area and supported the Kiwanis Daycare in cleaning up that area of the block. But what we really want to talk about today is the amazing work that was done with the mini grant projects this year. So we had the privilege to have 33 different applications submitted for the mini grant projects this year 2. And that was quite an increase from our year 1 awards, and we're so thankful for that. We were only able to award 6 projects, and of those 6 projects, 5 of them were minor home repair projects, and we had 1 neighborhood improvement project. So today we're going to actually go to the sites of those 4 of those projects today, and we're really excited to share some of the results of the work that was done with the Love Your Block awards. I'm going to share 1 project visually just before we get started with that, because we won't be able to visit their site today. So the first project we're going to highlight is at 1035 Monroe Avenue. And even though this was a really small project, I think it made a big difference for the homeowner. These stairs that are shown here in the before picture are not entirely safe for an elderly gentleman who has lived in his home for a very long time to be able to repair on his own or be able to navigate as he continues to stay in his home. So this project actually required very little money to implement, but some really hard and amazing volunteers did some very hard labor to demolish those cement steps as they are shown here and re-pour cement so that way it was safe and accessible for the homeowner to continue to live in the house and be as safe as possible with that project. So we are so thankful for that project. The second project that we'd like to highlight today is at 728 13th Street West. Now, this project was an applicant that we are very excited to get involved with because they have this beautiful little house and just had a few exterior home repairs that they wanted to work on. And so I'm going to turn it over to our VISTA Charlotte, who is live on site at that project and is going to share with us a little bit about what you see now.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so here I am at 728 13th Street West, and I'm gonna switch my camera over so everyone can see. If you saw on the before picture, you know, it was winter time, so things are grown now, but we've reattached the gutter on the side of the house here and also repainted this side of the house. We also removed lots of bush. There's a ginormous bush over here that we were able to get rid of, and then we also power washed the whole exterior of the home. It's looking really great. And then if we go around to the front area here, we also freshly mulched her stone bed that was out here and trimmed some of her hedges. just made it easier for her to maintain, and it looks great. We power washed the front of the house as well. And I think that's all we did. I think that's it.
Great. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for giving us that tour. Again, this was a really great project. We had some amazing volunteers come out and get into those bushes and do some work that the homeowner wasn't able to do on her own. So now we're going to turn it over, just one moment, to the next project at 629 9th Street West. This project was, again, a couple who had lived in this house for some time, and the applicant actually helped them decide to power wash and paint their house completely, which was like quite an undertaking and had some amazing volunteer work. So I'm going to turn this over to our VISTA Sarah to describe this project on site.
Hi, yes, this was the epitome of what Love Your Block is. This was a wonderful project. Ken Epperly and his team of volunteers took over this beautiful house and started with power washing and painted the entire home in a matter of hours in one day. And then the next day, of course, they came back, touched up, did some of this beautiful blue trim around the windows and on the number. And then I'm learning today that a brave soul came back and got up onto the top of the roof and painted their chimney as well. Now I'm going to let one of the volunteers, Ken Fox, tell us a little bit about his experience.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm Ken Fox, and I've known Mike for years and years and years. And he has a brain injury trauma. And then his married to Christina, and she has spina bifida. So they've both been in wheelchairs. She's been in a wheelchair her whole life, and he's been in a wheelchair for the last 20 years. So they can only reach up so high, but they love their home. This was Mike's grandmother's home that he inherited, and they're both on disability. So there's just barely enough money left from what they get for living expenses, much less home improvement. So we're very grateful for Love Your Block, West Huntington. And we got 6 relatives and friends. You know who your friends are if they show up on a Saturday morning and help you paint a house. But like Sarah said, we pressure washed everything. We even had Christina in a wheelchair pressure washing the front and the side of the house, and she got a big kick out of that. She got drenched wet, but she enjoyed chipping in that much. And it took us just one day to paint the entire house, and it was very good paint. The quality of paint, we just rolled it on, and we didn't have to do 2 coats. And I feel like it's protecting the house too, which needed badly with all the rain and the wind we've had. We feel like we have a brand new armored house. So we're very grateful to have it done. And you know, not having the money is not always the issue. We don't have the time to do this. Ken Epperly takes care of them 24 hours, 7 days a week. He doesn't have a spare minute to even sweep the porch, hardly. So we were very grateful for the project. And the other houses around here are nice, and people keep up their properties. And we were feeling like we were getting a little shabby. So I think with your project, we have elevated the value of the neighborhood that we live in, and we're just more than grateful, very pleased. We live in a great city and a great country, and I appreciate what people do out of the kindness of their heart.
Thank you so much. Just take one last look at this beautiful, beautiful blue. I love how it turned out. And thank you guys so much for all of your help. This really was a wonderful project.
We enjoyed it.
All right, back to you, Bree.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Ken, so much for your hard work on that project. Yeah, you're really, that before and after picture is just so amazing. So thank you. Our next project, which I'm going to be highlighting today with Melinda on site, is the Celebration Church Park. As you can see, we have a few pictures here of some of the before pictures, and we're really excited to share with you some of the after pictures that you can check out right now. One second, I'm gonna unmute you. There you go.
All right, can you hear me? All right, hello everyone. I'm here at Celebration Church on 19th Street West. You can see the church building behind me here. This was the former Jefferson Elementary School, and for decades provided recreational and green space for folks on this part of the West End. And the church wanted to restore that availability to everyone down here. So they undertook this kind of revitalization of this old playground area. So let me turn here for you and kind of give you some of the highlights of what we're done. If I can get everything to turn around. Maybe, there we go. All right, maybe not. There we go. Okay, the first part of this project consisted of the restoration of the basketball courts. As you can see, the backboards and the nets were restored. There was a chain fence put in place to keep balls from rolling in the street, which made the whole space safer. The church is currently in the process of having the court itself resurfaced, which will give folks in the neighborhood a chance to play basketball, which I'm sure is much needed. Another part of the project consisted of the construction, planting 2 raised flower beds that provide some summer-long seasonal color to the neighborhood, as well as the restoration of the swing set here. It was completely painted by volunteers, and a toddler swing was added. As you can see in the background there was also the construction and addition of 2 picnic tables to provide a nice place for parents to sit while their children play, or for people to picnic. And in the distance, you can't really see it that well, the completion of a piece of tire art with a nice inspirational message of "Let your light shine." So the church is also in the process of adding some additional trees and some other foliage for some shade and some more color throughout the year. So I think this is probably just the beginning of a long-term process. And I have Pastor C. Wayne here this evening with me.
Hi. We are so thankful that Love Your Block was able to come and support. We had a huge turnout. Tabitha behind me, you saw her on the swings. She is really the mastermind behind it. She's our children's director, and we're just so grateful. It spruced everything up. The basketball court, we have so many kids that come through here. It's a thoroughfare on West 19th. So we're really excited about providing a basketball court and a swing set in an area where they're able to play, feel safe. And we're just very grateful for everything Love Your Block did. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Bree. We'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, Melinda. Oh my gosh, what an amazing transformation there. And we're so thankful that you were able to participate as our one neighborhood improvement project. So here we are. We're actually, can't believe it, at our final project that we're going to be showing off today. I'm going to take you to 912 12th Street West. This again is a project that was a porch repair, and we had some amazing volunteers on this. It was really quite the transformation, and I'll be turning it over to Charlotte to show you what we have now.
All right, guys. Yeah, so I'm here at 912 12th Street West, where we did the porch repair, and I will turn my camera around to show everybody. It looks great. I hope that the video does it justice. Yeah, beautiful white. Something super special about this was the property owner was able to actually build the original porch with her grandfather, and then was able to bring her family together to, you know, make this happen, build this new porch together. It still has that same sentimental value, and we were so happy to help fund a project like this. Yeah, looks great. I think that's it, Bree.
All right. Thank you, Charlotte, for showing off that amazing work down there in the West End. I will be turning over to just a few final slides. We just wanted to share how amazing the mini grant projects were overall. We had a total over the 2 years, 48 applications. We've awarded 12 different projects over the 2 years. And we are so excited to share some of these numbers with you all about our volunteer hours and trash removed, because it's more than just any one project. It's, again, how that affects the greater community. So again, thankful for our AmeriCorps VISTAs for helping us gather all those numbers to help show and tell the story more as we go through the years. So our next steps, we're so excited to share that we are working on year 3 starting today. So we have 2 new AmeriCorps members that we're hiring for. So if you know anybody awesome who would be a good fit, please come and see us. We're excited to see what we can do in year 3. And finally, today we are also going to be doing a survey drawing. We had a survey that we did before we started this project, and a survey that we just did after the project, just to get a sense as to how the project changed, people's perception changed from beginning to end. And so anybody who was entered into that drawing was able to join us here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on how we're going to pick those winners. So today we have all the names entered in, and I will be drawing for that now. And we have a winner, Dolores Adkins. So excited to share with you this amazing gift basket from our vendors down on 14th Street West. And so thankful for our people who helped provide with us some of these supplies in the gift basket this year. And thank you so much for participating in our survey. Thank you again for our amazing mini grant awardees, for all of our amazing volunteers, and of course for our amazing VISTAs. So again, we cannot do this without you all, and we're so excited for what year 3 has to offer. So with that, we will hopefully see you out in the West End soon. So take care, everyone. Stop sharing that screen. And we will see you soon. Bye.